Alright, so the good news that the charger is not gonna act up anymore. I mean, I bought a new one. It's actually fairly cheap, but in total, it cost me like $60 of just fixing my computer in general. And that's still pretty big financial hit. I'm not gonna lie. The last payment was like $17 for a new charger, and it's gonna help me out quite a bit. I don't think my computer is gonna crash anymore. I think what happened is just it overheated everything right after the charger is like in mid-state, charging or not charging, while I'm playing a really intense game, which is Hearthstone. Believe it or not, it's pretty intense still. As long as you run 2 copies of RuneScape as well. So gotta do that too. And the other good thing is that I'm kind of barging into the territory of relationships. Because there was one girl that I liked from very ending of the UK thing. It's like the one girl shows up and never really leaves in 2 years in. So we chat on and off, and I'm like, okay, you're surviving some fucking Hunger Games up in there. Because almost no other girl actually just manages to even keep up with me. And it's like, not ban me immediately. I get pretty outrageous, but like, and even she can barely stand the stupid shit that I'm doing. Which is only stupid for women who are established. It's not stupid for me, who has to live in the woods without any love or help or appreciation, all that shit, you know, like, cool. We all have our differences, I guess. It's very funny. It's really very funny. I can't wait to understand what the women's world actually looks like. Because above all the scary little things, because Stefan Molyneux warns not to date single women. I mean, yeah, you will date single mothers. That's what he warns about. It's like, that one, please stay away from that, because that's the most dangerous kind of person. I don't care, because I know the actual background here. The real problem is just not dating them in the first place. I have no intention of having a full-blown relationship with another person. I just want to trade. Nobody wants to trade. Nobody wants to actually understand each other and be like, wow, sex is something that can happen, but in reality, all I want to do is just talk to someone and vent, you know, that sort of stuff. Talk about my problems, talk about my situations, be appreciated a little bit. Try to open up slowly based on how much appreciation I'm getting and all that shit. I call her a Fixie Foxy right now. I certainly not gonna show you just how she looks like yet, because she's probably conscious about her weight. But right now I'm baking cakes, so it's like exactly a person that I need right now. It's like, how the fuck do you bake a cake? Please let me know. Because I just failed one, because I ran out of energy. I just got really, really exhausted. And maybe a person who's slightly overweight, and I really don't know what I'm dealing with, because I literally don't know reality anymore. I haven't spent in reality ever any time. So this is my perfect opportunity to enter, because her personality is kind of like the sister personality, like Selena Gomez has. I'm an earth person, she's an earth person, but we're just a little bit different. We're just a little bit different. She wants to self-destruct herself while I want to overbuild myself, overbuild my ego. And I'm like, I overbuild my ego and I become a fucking scaredy cat of everything, while she destroys herself and then she becomes kind of fearless. I think there's a fearless shirt that Selena Gomez wears somewhere and pretends to be okay with it. I'm not okay with it. It's a ridiculous thing to do. Maybe she's even subscribed. Maybe she's fucking still as crazy as 2 years ago after saying that my voice sounds okay. Like, cool. I appreciate that. And we lost a day because of her. So I'm very not happy right now. We literally lost an entire day because I ran out of energy. I'm so fucking excited to meet her, and we picked up a day. So it's a date now, okay. But it's a date that I literally, we'll probably use it as a date and be like, well, that train goes nowhere because that was intended. We're gonna see things crash and burn, and our relationship crash and burn, and we're just gonna pretend relationship with each other. Just to see other people's reaction, for example. Who knows? It's gonna get fucking crazy. Because we have never... Certainly she have never done it. I mean, nobody have ever done that. Because this is tier 4 person dealing someone who is at tier 1 level right now, who doesn't have, like, ego to do literally anything to fix her own life. And technically, it's literally like Naruto taming Kurama. That's the only way that I can describe this, real quick, of how it's probably gonna go. It's just like, she has a lot of power, but she's fucking evil. And she needs to fucking cut it off. And it's up to her to not be evil. I mean, you can't tame a nine-tailed fox without being there a risk that she's just fucking nuts or something like. But she survived, okay? She survived above everyone else. When everyone else wouldn't chat with me, she kinda would, and yeah, it's good enough for me. I teased her enough. So the real question is, like, how does she behave in reality? How does she behave face to face? I don't care about her insecurities, as long as it's positive, that sort of stuff. You know, as long as she's just hiding herself, like, that's totally normal in today's world. You just hide yourself, yeah. But most importantly, there's no actual factors that is like, oh, it's 2020, you know. No, there's no trendy factors. This is just young people rediscovering that they're just kind of young, and they have to start actual lives, despite what kind of baggage we have with ourselves. It's quite a disaster. When you realize, oh, I'm 25 years old, I can start a life now. What the fuck have I been doing this whole time? Now I have to clean it up? That makes no sense. I just want to be myself. I just want to do drugs and shit, you know, because I have been doing them. There comes a time, okay, to fucking fix your shit. And I'm sure, I'm a strong person. I have tested this person to also be strong, and it's just gonna work out. The only thing that's not working out is, like, mutual understanding of, like, what the fuck my intentions are, and what the fuck her intentions are to hide herself, crawl into the deepest cave into. I don't think she's, like, the highest tier, but anyone can become celebrity overnight. So it's like, who cares? I'm not here to find out. She picked a route that's pretty fast, because we're meeting like in 2 days, and that gives me excitement. That gives me passion. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll prepare for it. I'll be very nice, not boyfriend. Not a long-term boyfriend. Absolutely not. Get away from me. I just need someone to stop being lonely, and I need to stop being lonely. and I need to kick ass for anyone who thinks they understand love and all that shit. Like, I want to fucking beat up people right now. And her body's a fucking, not a temple, it's just a very big hammer that I can use. So that's the weapon of my choice. Either she's actually Nine-Tailed Fox and is like, oh yeah, cool, I can roleplay as Naruto, absolutely. We're gonna start this game in, you know. Oh, so Naruto has ended, and I had to process it in my brain for a little while. Okay, and now we're gonna start real series, you know. And it's gonna be a new year basically, and we're gonna celebrate that as well. And we're just gonna shut down ourselves from the rest of society and just show middle fingers everywhere. Just keep taking over. It's gonna be like San Andreas basically, except you have two people that you can control at any given time. Can you imagine? It's like GTA 5, but you can also take over lands. I think that's already possible, but who cares? GTA 5 didn't got me hooked, okay? San Andreas, everyone's hooked. You just say San Andreas and it's like, yep, I smoked that drug, I feel very dizzy. I feel very dizzy. Cheesy, yeah. CJ, that's what it is. Yeah, that's why they relate to "Here we go again" meme, because I guess here we go again. It's just never-ending game. Everyone played San Andreas at least fucking 5 times. I completed it without cheats. That's a big fucking achievement. People know that, at least. But it's a long time ago, and who cares? Right now, I don't care. People feel nostalgic about some stupid shit. I mean, people still play old school RuneScape, and I'm like, this fucking gives me headache. It's not fair. The old school RuneScape probably has like 100 times more bots than the RuneScape 3. That's the first red flag for me. I mean, and then it's like, what the fuck do you do? Let's see, yeah, shitty graphics, shitty controls, probably shitty community as well. Shitty bosses because of the graphics, because that's the only thing that you get to see is like cool animations, cool shit. If you're fighting something decently powerful, I mean, it's scary, dude. It's scary. People think it's a fucking good game. Old school, like, are you kidding me? I immediately jumped in and I'm like, oh, economy's better. And that's it. That's all I need. If economy's better, it just is a better game. I'm sorry about that. Right now, that's what matters, right? Absolutely. Because the only thing I'm gonna be doing here is just grinding my shit. There's nothing else that I care about. So I was never prepared for love, and I'm like, I don't understand what these people are rushing for. Because, like, what the fuck is it? You know? You're a virgin. That is so embarrassing. Yeah, because women just kind of run away, and they have so much self-indulgence after looking pretty and getting so much attention. They want a huge bite of reality. They're just so fucking hungry. And then you start running Hunger Games of like, well, if you ever get lonely and scared, you can date me, you know? Because I will date anyone. As long as I can just live with them, technically. Because I got nothing. I will never have a job. I'll just never have a job. It's just game over for me. Nothing works. Believe me, I have problems with authority, regardless of what kind of authority we're talking about. Because I'm that sort of power level of, like, maximum power level of creepiness. Like, if you have authority over me, I will become suicidal. It's just technically how it works. Because even I myself have no control over my life. So it's like someone else pretending to have control over my life. That's fucking embarrassing. That's a fucking stupid bullshit. I love sponsorship. So someone like Mr. Beast, a fire person, would be like, yeah, dude, lit me up. I want to be lit. I want to be fucking happy. I want to get them $1,000 for actually a good reason. That would be amazing if he finds better competitions in the future that I can be a part of. That's great. I can do that. I wanna go forward. I'm one of those people who would probably find a competition in Mr. Beast world where I'm literally world's #1. Like, nobody can fucking beat me. I would love to be like a master of ranting for 70 hours or something. Just keep on ranting about some fucking bullshit. People stop. Whenever you stop ranting for like more than 5 minutes, it's game over, dude. It's fucking game over. And 5 minutes is quite a big break time, I would say. And you also would have to earn those 5 minutes, probably. So the rules would be very, very complicated. Like, Mr. Beast has to already collaborate with me to just come up with that shit. So it's never gonna happen. I don't have hopes in being lit ever anytime soon, guys. I'm sorry about that. And cry about how little money I have just because I can't hold a job anymore. Just because my heart can't take it anymore. So we have the day 4. I'll try and like creep in the score every time I make a nice point. But this is looking pretty grim, I would say. I mean, Fixie Foxy's pretty good. She's new. So we're gonna take a bite of this whole thing, this whole charade. I might even, make it last, so as long as... I mean, I'm probably not gonna calculate the score until the very end. I'm just gonna take half of the points. That's how I'm gonna treat her. And then put her on the map somewhere. Because that is very nice when you have a little bit of time to not know where the person might go on the map. Because she's like a real person. It's a completely next level interaction. There are no real people in this list. Absolutely. I have never met anyone, technically, in a way that, oh, we can do things together after we meet up. See, that's called a homie, right? The neighborhood boy or a girl. Someone who lives close by. And we could literally turn this neighborhood upside down. This is a fucking awesome place to live, I would say. I mean, believe me. Just believe me. There are places in the world where it's cheap, comfortable, and very welcome. You just have to understand that people might not speak your language. That's a first. But you can beat them up for it. And by your language, I mean English, so you don't have a language. I'm sorry about that. If you're watching my videos, like, there's no other language we're talking about. And most importantly, I will be your support system if you come here. Come to try and live here. And then the moment people recognize what this little place is turning into, it's just going to be a powerhouse of insanity. Something that I can't control anymore. Something that will shove a camera in my face, and all the traumatizing relationships that I had are gonna come back and haunt me. Absolutely. It's just never gonna stop. But that's the era that we're living in right now. I just have to fall in love with insanity. That's what I have to do. I have to look up to tier 5 and be like, oh, I like that. But I kind of have to, take care of my people. And that's it. That's what I have to do right now. Literally bump my head into insanity. As best as I can. Because technically I felt like I was doing it. But you never know when you do it until you actually do it. And everyone is like, wow, that's insane. And it makes you more attractive than rejectable, because the insanity that you just delivered is like, it's incomprehensible. Like, how can someone do it? It's like mad skill. So, most importantly, it's like if you do it in the shadows all by yourself, you're not risking very much. But when you go into the Matrix, when there are people around, you're literally writing a death sentence for yourself. You're literally summoning demons at this point. Because you can control your own body pretty well and make yourself powerless and stress yourself out. But if there's another person who doesn't get the same vibe, you have to run at that point. There is no way. But if you can't pull someone into Matrix, like, maybe that's a pretty powerful move. That can make them go nuts. And would be a proof of, like, yeah, that's not how love looks like. That's just the power level that I'm in. That's the changes that are coming in this place that I live in. Just because I'm like, oh, I'm outside right now. I'm gonna do shit. Oh, wait, I only come outside just to meet someone. Yeah, because I hate everyone else. I'm sorry about that. I mean, people have to prove themselves. And it's a tough thing to do when all of a sudden someone who you just thought on the sidelines or barely existing, like an ant, like everyone else, all of a sudden they start growing up and being huge. It's crazy. I don't know, dude. You know, Mr. Beast is the only person that I can hold on to, just because he was so fast and growing his empire on YouTube, and I still have to beat him as well. Just fucking beat him up like a little baby with money. Just take a candy from a baby. That's the game right now. Except the baby is called Mr. Beast, and it's like, well, that's a really cute baby. I might get ran over by this baby, but this baby likes Minecraft, and maybe there's some tricks I can have up my sleeve to trick this baby into be like, well, I'm gonna create better Minecraft, baby. Do you like that? Do you like that? Okay. And then you see him laughing like, be super happy, baby. And he's completely distracted, and then I'd steal his candy. And that's it. That's the whole plan right now. The entire plan, and we have to put it as a token. The entire plan of, like, some year in the future is steal Mr. Beast. Mr. Baby. Okay. Babies. Let's go. Candy. And we know we're gonna be using Minecraft. I know that much. How far are we into insanity? The summer games haven't not stopped yet, so I'm still jumping into a hole of Matrix. You know? Now my dudes are doing exactly the same shit as I used to do when I was growing up as Neo. Okay? Growing up as Neo, pretty hard work. That's why we need to beat Smosh and kick Keanu in the face. In the face, dude. Imagine Ari kicking Keanu in the face. He would fucking ejaculate to death. That's insane. Are you kidding me? This is the cutest person trying to exert maximum force to someone who's way taller than them. Way fucking taller. That's impossible, dude. So if we manage to do it, if Ari kicks him in the face, and he's a nice guy, so he will probably just die from cuteness. His own cuteness, but Ari's not cute, she's sweet. There's a difference. Please learn. You have to learn. You have to always educate yourself every day. Not smoke weed every day. Educate yourself every day. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Okay. Rebecca Black, she's Never goes away, huh? Never really goes away. Let's laugh. Okay, let's fucking laugh. Oh yeah, okay. There's also the coronavirus never went away. As predicted. I will never be able to pull out of my ass of like when did I made a video where I said, well, the prediction is coronavirus, it will never go away. It's always gonna be this. I mean, it's a running meme, but it wasn't a meme for me. It was like, this is how it's gonna work now. The authorities gonna aggressively push changes that you're not supposed to even push. You should be outraged by these changes because the illness itself does not exist. Because you can treat death as illness, which is exactly what's going on. It's like death, anyone dying from anything is now, oh, doctors can just hide that information and pretend that it's some trendy little thing, you know? Doctors jumping on a treadmill. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Now they're just fucking with us. They're just putting dicks in our mouths. And pretending that we like it. I guess some people like it. I like ranting about it, absolutely, yeah. I like pretending that everyone else is having a bad day. Well, I'm having a good year. I'm having a very good year right now. Just because I can sit down and not give a fuck about anything. So I'm technically dead anyways. Fuck this shit, dude. But you never know. Oh, it's Phoenix time. Ha! Oh, okay. Phoenix, Arizona. Why is that a thing, dude? Not only you have a Phoenix, but you also have Arizona. Arizona. We're gonna take that over real quick. I mean, you just poorly named something. I can even take Saint Monica. Not Santa Monica, okay? It's Saint now. She's fucking Saint. She's huge. So we probably can take over San Andreas just because whoever takes over huge piles of land can take over San Andreas too. So that's a thing. And Rock Dwayne Johnson can't do jack shit about it. I'm talking about real power here. Real fucking power. His name is a rock. Like, okay, he looks big, but that's the whole meme, dude. You figure it out yet? So we take over this place. If I move to America, that's what the first place you will find me. I just watched Courtney do some kind of podcast, and it popped up, and I'm like, yeah, I love Ari. Zone, yes. Okay, well, I can do that. Is that a big chunk of land? Is this gonna be difficult? You know, it's good old medieval times of like people beating up each other just because you own too much land or something. Like, fuck off, dude. I'm owning self-esteem here. There's nothing legal about this. I'm so annoyed by authorities so damn much that they're just gonna disappear. I mean, eventually in 50 years, authorities are gonna disappear from the face of the earth. We're gonna live in a 2.0, Earth 2.0, literally a completely next generation of everything. You have no idea. Because it feels like, you know, we take a little bit of time to invent new things, but those new things are like just a next level of survival. Humanity survived. Congratulations. Now we get to live a next level life. That's just what's gonna happen if we survive. But anytime people can just go mad, nasty, evil, they can just go nuts at any fucking second. You never know. Even I can do that. Anyone can do that. It's just a question of like how far can you push that to truly ruin humanity for no good reason, unless you do have a good reason. And it's so messed up because how can you have a good reason? You have lived for like X amount of years. And that's fucking garbage compared to the knowledge that you're supposed to accumulate in general. But I accumulated quite a lot of knowledge. It is possible. It is totally possible to go tier 5 and create an apocalypse in the world. But that's what actually is going to create an apocalypse. An automated Hitler summoning machine, that sort of stuff. You know, like, Hitler might have looked pretty cute back in the day, but we need like 10 times more Hitlers every single day to create an apocalypse, to the extent that it would actually start working. Because we're just talking about something that happened in the past. In the past, people are way easier to influence. Way easier, dude. Someone can just be pissed off and start ranting shit, and all of a sudden the entire country becomes toxic. Like, it's easy, dude. Because back in the day, humanity had no chance against charismatic people. It's like, if you want to rule the world, you just go out there and rule it. It's like fucking easy. Just slowly grind your way up and start ruling the world at this specific age, as I am in right now. It's like, well, I'm really upset. I'll start getting to know people, start taking legacy from higher ups. Like, the good thing about the government times is that the authority is actually quite weak, but you will never be able to take over anymore. Becoming a president is nobody's dream and nobody's capacity. So you can already forget about it, basically. You can already forget about being known person in politics and any other government level, basically. You can work yourself as a military person or a police person. Low tiers of government, people will accept you as a slave. Who doesn't accept slaves? But like, that's it. That's what you get. It's the first tier. Above that, the game gets so incredibly intense that it brainwashes people to insanity. Like, that's what it takes to be authority. It's like you have all the power and none of the sanity. You know? Yeah, you will not be responsible for what you're doing. You just don't care anymore. Because you have to lose your sanity to hold tremendous amount of power. Like, this is crazy. You just lose it. Just throw it away. That's what politics is. It's just a way for things to operate under a tough system. A very cold and tough system to crack. Where every action that you make in life has to be made hundreds and hundreds of times so you don't make a mistake, so you don't fall under government's pressure, because they just eat you alive, dude. It's no fucking joke. That lava that comes out of government's asshole is gonna freeze you to death. Not burn you to death. It's gonna freeze you to death. It's gonna turn your life into a torture, into a living hell. Everyone is gonna turn you into a spectacle, and you will feel everything while your body still is frozen in time. Can you imagine that? That ultimate pain of, like, you, even if you're just a soul watching yourself and knowing that there is hope that the government will release you and, like, treat you properly, because it's not actual freezing that happens. You're just put in a situation where it sucks. You're in a hospital, you under arrest of some kind, you have to pay money, so you have to work harder. Anything the government does is a disaster to your life, and it should make you suicidal. It's just no doubt about it. It's like, if you mess anything up, a little thing up, and it's so fucking easy too. If you are a radical person, fucking up anything is right around the corner. You just say a bad word and people will start attacking you in case you have too much fame. So once you have too much fame, you just can do certain things. You literally have no freedom of speech. You have 2 million subscribers. That's it. You gotta shut the fuck up now. It's that fucking crazy. That's how crazy it is. There's no way around this. You just have to be like a little... become a kids channel, basically. At 2 million subscribers, it's now 9-year-olds that you're focusing on. And YouTube, it will still give you crap on that. But you cannot be a blatantly kids channel. You just can't be blatantly about it. You know? You gotta welcome kids, maybe? And you can't even... You gotta choose as well, but it's like, well, I want... And it rips you apart again. It's like there's absolutely nothing you can do. It destroys everything. That's life of YouTube 10,000, I think. That would be the entry point. YouTube 10,000 is where you come and shut the fuck up. Because now you have lost all control over your narrative, over your politics. You're just gonna have to do exactly the same thing that you did yesterday and the day before, and that you're stuck now. Because you have a lot of fans to feed. If you stop feeding them, it's okay. You can always back off. But it's, you know, you don't want your channel to die, do you? See this? It's crazy. If your channel dies, you have a very low recovery chance. At least just out of fear of like, well, people liked me, but they probably will not like me anymore. You know, you have to be consistent with the message that you're putting out there, so people at least get comfortable. Like it's so fucking impossible up there. That's why YouTube literally has to stop what it's doing. It's not going very well. We have no idea what we're doing anymore because outrage is effective, and people will crack down on like YouTubers' self-esteem and will destroy YouTube before I do it on my own terms, on how I like to destroy it. So it's like, that's what I hate about the world. The world is even gonna take the bad things about life. It's like destroying YouTube is a pretty bad thing to do. It's pretty evil, and I don't get to do even that. Someone else is fucking gonna do it with their own armies of idiots. And like, okay, that's cool. So let's double think now where I am right now, because that's getting progressive. I'm gonna try and climb. There's so much work now, and I love it. The moment you have max capacity of work and you cannot do, you have to literally have 10 times the amount of work that you can actually do yourself. Then you have a lot of choices of what to do. And defaulting too much on the low side where you're not doing anything is not a good choice. And that means you will always be productive whenever you do. You always push yourself forward because you found so much work is gonna fill in your time very easily and effectively. That's the first thing you do. First step. We can put it as a token. 10 times of work. 10 times work capacity. Just because you suck up to authority, that doesn't mean you're working. Just because you're getting money, that doesn't mean you're working. Just because you have a job, that doesn't mean you're working. Work is what you like to do, how you like to improve yourself. Even doing yoga and saying, hey, hello party people. No, what's up party people? Even doing that is a lot of work. It gives you a lot of subscribers. You also have to dab on them haters if you want to get more subscribers, because Jake Paul is always going to be a thing. It's just, now you have to dab on them haters. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy of something you cannot defeat anymore. It's like, well, I already dabbed on you, so fuck you, dude. You can't dab on my dab, because that would be fucking doing exactly the thing that I'm doing. So what else are you gonna do? You're just gonna hate and be dabbed upon? I'm sorry, you have to find a better dance move. And once you find another dance move, you're just a competition all of a sudden. There's literally nothing you can do against a dab to a hater. And if you're a hater, it's game over, dude. It's checkmate. The best thing you can do is just acknowledge it and move on with your life. So yeah, what's up, party people? Yeah, it's the best meme ever. Despite my best efforts, I still don't feel satisfied after saying, you reached 2 million subscribers. There's nothing you can do, you just have to keep going the same direction you went in. The same way you went in, you gotta just keep going and show your stamina, and you're just gonna pop, and your channel is gonna go to shit eventually. It's almost like channels are one-time use only, and it's kind of true. It's literally kind of true. I think channels are reusable. It's not reusable. What would be the word? It's just one-time use. Well, whatever. Let's not search. Ugh, so awkward. So yeah, you reach to a certain threshold that is allowed, and then you're locked out, basically. So subscribing to someone would actually mean that you're gonna get locked. It's like you get a certain amount of fame, and it's like, stop, guys. It's getting pretty edgy, and you get out-subscribed, and your channel dies just because it's too popular. Can you imagine that? Poppy Pop. Hey, I'm Poppy. As long as you're like growing rapidly and it's fun and you're doing your own unique thing and it's not prolonged, you don't have to hire anyone special. You already set up your project, you influenced people, it became a thing, the channel shuts down after reaching a certain amount of people. That seems beautiful to me. That's like growing a flower, you know? A flower blooms, reaches its own limit, and it's game over. What happens if the flower continues fucking growing into a Goliath tree that outshadows sun itself? It's like, PewDiePie! I'm PewDiePie, yay! Hey, can I get a little bit of sun right now? Or did you fucking throw a shadow, Mr. PewDiePie? Because or is that Phoenix, dude? Or is that Felix? I don't like this. I don't fucking like this, dude. I'm gonna steal your name. I will steal your wife. You don't have kids, so they're probably already stolen. Or they're just Pokemons. Or they're just editors. Okay? They're just that little bee on your forehead. Before you scream PewDiePie. Cocomelon. Oh boy. I mean, it's literally next generation PewDiePie. The tree is even bigger than before, and we have to try really hard to bring it down to justice. I mean, there's no other way. It's dark out there now. The sun is engulfed in the shadow, or replaced with the shadows, in darkness. Why is it so bad? Because PewDiePie never died as a channel. That's why it's bad. It's like, well, yeah, you did your fucking thing. I like new faces. I like new people. They're much more exciting to watch. I mean, I understand this guy has a talent, but why doesn't he just keep on showing the same talent of, like, he was even on the edge of, like, deleting his own channel, and actually it was a great idea. And now I just said it, why it's a great idea, so I will fight for it, basically. The poppy pop mentality will be the next thing that helps YouTube be great again. You can be attached to your old channels, but when they're labeled as dead, you cannot be outraged anymore. You're just gonna be sad. You're just gonna be like, please make more videos, please. Oh, so cute. Because there also has to be not just subscribers, but active subscribers, people who watch. There has to be a separate number behind it of like how dead this channel is, and it's almost like a comparison of those two numbers as well. I think it's a lot better way to manage this. So if you have like, if you reach 10 million subscribers, but only like 1 million is active, and around 1 million was active even on like 3 million threshold breakthrough. You know, once you hit 3 million, it's still the same amount of active subscribers, because subscribers can move on very quickly to new channels. It's really just, they don't accumulate subscriptions, I don't think. I don't think people accumulate subscriptions. I think people start to understand what the next video is going to be about and how it's going to play out. They're not very interested, actually. This is why it's so difficult for PewDiePie to even influence me. Like, I kind of get his point of view. I don't really need to watch his videos. I'm not excited, first of all. And the new people that I constantly find that I wasn't excited about, those are very interesting channels, I would say. And so this dynamic is definitely on the list right now. The poppy pop mentality. You just gotta go. You're too popular. What could that possibly mean, though? Right? Well, it means that you have established your personality, but now it's stuck. It's very sticky and ugly. Because nobody wants to see you that way. People want to see you move on just like everyone else moves on. Being attached to a one project thingy, or one activity that you do, it gets quite boring and stale. I mean, absolutely, dude. People want to experience maximum things in life, and seeing other people moving on is a sign of relief. Is like absolutely beautiful stuff. Just imagine Selena Gomez playing Tetris or something. It's like, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, that could have never... I could have never seen that in my head, but now that you put it in my head, I want to see it. That's exactly what I want to see. Are you playing Tetris? Did you heard about Minecraft? And it's like, well, this Tetris is actually fucking good, dude. It levels you up. It gives you more skills. You're fighting monsters and shit. I don't think Minecraft is balanced anyways, and you hear that from Selena Gomez and you're like, your life is changed. Okay, that's what you want in life. Am I wrong? Can I be punched in the face if I'm wrong? Of course I'm right. Nobody wants to listen to a right person. I'm overly right. Not even politically right. I'm just overly right about everything. So it gets boring. Because, yeah, it's like, yeah, why are you teasing me anymore? I don't care. I just only care about things that I can taste it right now. You can taste a dick right now. That's a quick serving food is a dick. That's all you get. Leftists, fucking losers. Unless you like dick. And then it's like, wow, you overly left too. That's what's left for you. It's just a quick dick. If you want to be very quick about it, you know. That's what's left. On a dinner table. Here with your family. A dick. Maybe not your daddy's dick. I mean, you wouldn't want to go the way of incest. You have to let someone else into your family. And it's the scariest thing for someone to enter someone else's neighborhood, basically. Is holy shit. You stub your toe and it hurts 100 times more. Because you don't know what's going to happen next anymore. Yeah, okay, so life is awesome. The event is gonna continue. And that's it. That's my introduction. It's as scary as it gets. I'm so fucking exhausted of like overwhelmed by my power level and all the things I have to do and all the people that I've seen do certain things and I appreciated those things. And you know, some people I will just assume that they're moving on eventually once they realize this truth that moving on is a thing. I mean, I moved on from programming. I'm not completely X'd out from it. I just realized, wow, if I move in any interesting direction in life, my programming skills go to shit. So I literally have to downgrade myself and forget about the complicated stuff. And maybe just forget about it entirely. As like, oh, oops. Oops, I guess I wasted my entire life. But it was fun, logical game making. Why not? And people are still excited about it, so like, cool, I get it. I just don't like it the way that it is. I feel that other people have to take the same responsibilities as I did. I can just tell them what's possible and they can do it on AdventureCraft. So chasing fame is a lot more straightforward thing for me right now. I think a lot of people still excited about Minecraft. They're willing to try new things. And definitely AdventureCraft is something you can't overlook right now. It's fucking brilliant. And Mojang itself cannot overlook it as well. So technically I'm holding like Minecraft hostage. A hostage situation. I have something of special value that would completely destroy the greatest game of all time. I still have it. I still have a nuke. And I can press on that nuke anytime. Press charges, motherfucker. So, while I hold this nuke, because nukes are temporary. Nukes are a way to intimidate other people. Of like, well, I'm gonna unleash the greatest change of all time if someone shuts me down. Especially if I can't use internet properly, or like I just lose self-esteem. Because that's what work is. That's what workaholism is ability to establish self-esteem. Is something to do, and while you're doing it, you're technically better than everyone else. Because as long as you're passionate about it, of course. You're technically better than anyone else. It's just the question of like whether you're gonna have an ability to survive the way that you're doing things. That's a completely next level of things. Survival means that you have to acknowledge what it takes to trick other people, and it's quite fucking difficult to pay you money, basically. It's quite fucking difficult. You're not gonna get a bunch of money from RuneScape if you're not botting. And trying to trick a system while you're botting, you're just gonna get yourself permabanned, dude. It's game over. Your IP is gonna go to shit. You don't want that to happen to you. I'm sorry about that. You don't want your IP to go to shit. Which is what's gonna happen. Eventually they will crack up the security of botters, and the prices will go somewhat upwards a little bit, but not much. It's just gonna make people who are fair happier, just like myself. And the same kind of can be said to a lot of other things. I literally have no idea. I have never interacted with real life. I'm so fucking hungry for it. So the fact that there is a person that can be my artificial girlfriend right now, just artificial, fake to everyone. Our relationship is just gonna be super fake, super brother and sister type of love, if you can imagine that. Because we're like secretly, we're literally just gonna care about each other in every single hardship. So you can't treat us nothing but brother and sister, because we literally embody even personalities. There's literally no escape for you to be like, oh, these guys are dating. No, we're not. We're just not. We're just not. And see, the biggest crazy thing is that, at least in my country, there's a huge thirst for relationships, I would say. I think people will actually start noticing me all of a sudden. A lot of people will start noticing. If I just appear anywhere, if I just get tagged in her photo, it's like, people are gonna start fucking going batshit crazy. All the exes, you know? You have to defeat all my evil exes. Like, yeah? That's what I came here to do. It's fucking entertainment, dude. Scott Pilgrim versus the World is everyone's dream, or at least that's how it's supposed to work. It's like you pick up a person, beat their evil exes, and pretend to be super powerful and all that shit. In the very end, if you succeed, and you also made someone else very powerful after doing so. You know, that's what girls would love to get, because they probably have more exes than the guys do. The guys don't give a fuck. They just give a fuck, but they don't give a fuck about giving a fuck. So, or taking a fuck. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know what guys are up to anymore, because they're not my friends. It's not like someone left over. All my friends are gone. All of them. Every single one, except this Matrix dude, who happens to match exactly the name. Shalak. It was with an S. I renamed it with a Z now. And in Lithuanian it would be Žaliakė. Means green eyes. Which is exactly the girl who has green eyes right here that I'm gonna meet up in 2 days. And I'll be absolutely prepared for it. More than I would be prepared to go to court or something. I mean, I respect this thing. This, I respect. I'm not going angry about it. I'm not going upset about it. There's no bad feelings. I'm just super excited. I want to see what happens. I want to fix shit in my life and her life. Trading unleashes, and there's no way, dude. It's a whole new world when you have successful trades for the first time with a person. Because it takes a while to grow, to mature, to have something to offer. All these things take quite a lot of time. When you think you have something to offer, you can still do better. It all depends on how insecure you feel. You still have to make sure that your ego is like silk smooth. It comes into a relationship and you feel cool about yourself, and you feel very confident because you played a role that helps you just doze out and not care about what other people think, because like they never cared. They never cared about you, so now I'm like, I'll care about being a person with a lot of self-esteem. I will nail it. I have no problems with that. A quick reminder, tier 4 is the highest tier because there's nothing higher anymore. A human being can only go so far. It's like pretend to be a celebrity. You know, it's always pretentious because you get tired of it. You can only be excited if you are not going to be a celebrity, because someone's going to pick you up and change your lifestyle. And if you're a girl celebrity, you're going to be very popular, very established. If you're a guy celebrity, every guy is technically a predator, so it's like, it's an overused word at this point. And but if it's a lonely person and he's waiting for someone who established themselves, and you did it, you figured it out, you infiltrated society, and you can give them a gift of like sanity, because men lose sanity very quickly. So giving them sanity is like super powerful. I don't know what it means. I have never been in a girl's world, so I literally can't help, and I don't want to help unless I get paid for it. Because I know women now established, they have money, they have resources, they can give me a lot of things in this world. So yeah, middle finger for you. Go fuck yourself. Because that's what you should be doing when you're listening to my voice anyways. It's mostly like for the guys who are struggling with sanity. I'm trying to give them more madness so they basically lose the competition against me. There's literally, I'm helping nobody. Okay? At this point, I'm realizing. I'm just giving you the rundown of the bright future that is ahead of me, and nobody likes that. Because it's scary. It's the scariest movie that literally never ends. Hours upon hours of just me giving you my imagination of my rainbows and unicorns. And those unicorns can stab you in a bat, in an ass. Badass. You'll have a very bad ass after you get stabbed by a unicorn. I wouldn't recommend. And rainbows is something that you just puke. You just puke rainbows. Anytime you feel like you're trying to be evil, but instead you just puke rainbows. I'm sorry about that. You know, if you imagine going to a Discord channel, you becoming a toxic person, and people and you slowly fade into like every single word you type. Some of them turn into rainbows, and some of your points are lost completely, you know. That's how much pressure you can put on a person. He's slowly turning into a rainbow. Oh, look. Look, a rainbow. Skittles, baby. Slowly turning into a rainbow. So beautiful. Transcending. A hater. Transcending into something else completely. A toxic person. Wow. Cool. Now that's next level. That's the rainbows and unicorns that I'm talking about. The left and right. The right is like, well, there are no rules, but you're being a super asshole about anything at all. You're gonna get a rainbow. You're gonna slowly turn into a rainbow, and if you're a very, very good person, then hold this unicorn for me if you don't mind. And it's probably gonna stab you in the butt, because that's gender neutral. I'm just saying, dude. It's just gender neutral space that a unicorn can invade. Congratulations, you know. There's no sexism, no racism, no. There's probably a song that you can make at this point. No homophobic feelings. Also, I want, okay, Tiny Toons ism song. I'm racist as fuck. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, that's what I want, dude. That's what I grew up with. Racist rabbit. I'm racist to carrots. I will not eat carrots anymore. I think carrots are Karen. You know? They're caring too much. What are you caring about? Oh yeah. So many puns available. There's a universe of puns. Of this unicorns and rainbows. Death Zone, basically. It's literally the next team that we're gonna take over after all. The unicorns and rainbows. The blood moon is rising. I guess we should do the rainbow moon now. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. If someone was triggered by blood, it's a rainbow moon. I'm sorry about that. And unicorns are not spawning, but cracking, basically. Is that a good word for you? Butt cracking. There you go. Why is it not butt cracking, though? How about this? And unicorns butt cracking. They're cracking your butts. Butt vading. Butt invaders. Here you go. Unicorn. So beautiful. I want to be one of those channels that never dies after I establish the rule of like, well, you have to have a certain amount of, like a 50% of active subscribers or something. That's probably a bad idea. I mean, there's supposed to be a specific threshold of subscribers that you can have. Basically, the amount of people that trafficked over you and pressed the subscribe button of like, wow, okay, you're being bumped in popularity. You're being bumped in relevancy. And then the next question, once you reach that threshold, of how dead you are, because now you're slowly aging and slowly dying. So every channel has to have a lifespan anyways. And it's beautiful because now we will be able to control that lifespan. And technically, what the beautiful thing about being a YouTube CEO, I don't have to program or do anything. I just have to rule with an iron fist until someone is like, oh, I can program things for you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Can you recreate YouTube so easily? I don't think so, dude. Back off. YouTube is so large as a platform, it cannot be mimicked anymore. Literally can't. Unless someone is a fucking tech mega genius. You will literally need to use artificial intelligence to steal all YouTube's videos and steal everything in its entirety. And then suck it up to me. So you also not only have to have artificial intelligence, generation 5 or something, but you also have to suck up to me and be like, oh, you have ideas, what do you want me to do? So you have to do two things at once, and there's probably a third juggle ball that you have to come in of like, oh, and don't drop that, because those are all the people that I care about, and all those feelings, and it's made out of glass, so if it drops on the floor, you'll have to bleed for me until you pick every single fucking shard, put it together. I don't give a fuck, dude. You're dead if you're not doing that. So, yeah, there's a lot of pressure. I don't think anyone can recreate YouTube, because there's a lot of pressure of just not being able to handle the platform for you all by yourself. It's impossible, dude. Taking all this authority all by yourself, what a great surprise. I'm so surprised. Looking forward to it. I'll be your friend now, Mr. New YouTube. No one can do it, and for a good reason. It's just how life works. If it's something too big to fail, it's also too big to insert authority that's successful. But I still did it. It's very difficult. It's just, you have to accept that you can't do anything. You can't program anything, you just have to accept YouTube the way that it is. It's a fat bitch, basically. That's what I'm gonna be fighting in 2 days, man. Naruto! It's a fat bitch. That's what happens when... That's the episode when Sasuke meets Naruto's fox for the first time. It's like, whoa, that's a fat bitch right there. It's fucking crazy. That's the first thing he says. And if your memory is incorrect on this one, I'm sorry about that. Also, if you haven't watched Naruto, I'm calling Courtney Miller, and she will take care of, your life is going a very interesting trajectory. I can't notice me senpai, basically. I mean, I will go nuts, basically, trying to comprehend what Courtney can do to you. If you don't watch Naruto, it's like, well, I'm not a nerd, but I would love to relate about something, something. You play maybe Skyrim and Naruto. Do you play Naruto and watch Skyrim? Okay, then. Then you're my friend. Okay. So I vented 1 hour 10 minutes. I'm so excited. I'm like, wow, my life is gonna go very great. It's under control by me. And PewDiePie storms into the room saying that he wants his channel back because I just deleted it. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Is your name Jaxpedicy or something? Am I spelling it wrong? What's going? Oh, it's a second channel. I think I made a mistake. I just deleted your channel. How many subscribers? You can build it back up. No big deal, right? Oh shit. You were way above the threshold of having 10,000 subscribers. I'm sorry, PewDiePie. I don't think I can revive your channel, because right now the threshold is 10,000. Okay. I'll be nice. I'll just delete the top 1,000 YouTube channels, okay? Are we good? Are we okay? And I'm gonna give the stars some time to prepare for their deletion, but most of the channels are going to a dumpster. It's like, well, I don't know what language you speak, but it sounds Antarctician right now. Antarctician language, basically ice cream language. That's what I hear. Oh, you're cold and very juicy though. What do I do? Well, I don't eat ice cream in the middle of global warming, that's for sure. Okay. Oh wait, I do eat ice cream. Oh, but only if they have legs and feet and they are shipped and translated. Yeah. Okay. Got that? You write that down? South Americans? Fucking crazy, dude. Alright, so the event is gonna continue. I'm gonna bake another cake. This one failed because I have something big coming up, in 2 days, and it's within the event. But because I'm the host of the event, and I will always be pretty much, I can accumulate points for the event and not have to worry about myself taking too much credit. If I'm stressed out, it's probably the event's fault. It's like, the event doesn't stop just because you found a girlfriend in VidCon or something. It's like, wow, I found a girl that I like while I was in high self-esteem or something. While I was injecting steroids and stress into my life. Stressroids. Yeah. It doesn't stop there. The event is exactly intended for that to happen. So that means that my life continues to bake cakes for exactly that purpose. To appreciate Ariana fighting Smosh. All those 7 days. And maybe there's a way to extend the event. Who knows? Maybe there's a chance that we don't lose whatsoever. So I'll think about that as well. But I have to make up my mind within those days, or it's game over. I can't just be like, oh, I can do, okay, sneaky shit. No, I have to stress about it right now, because that's why it's made out of stress. That's what cake is. It's made out of coronavirus. Ever ate a corona cake? That's what it is right now. Congratulations, newbies. Oh, and this solves the problem of, like, if you subscribe to one channel and you continue to subscribe for a long time, you're gonna subscribe to multiple channels, and you're gonna be accumulating power for that specific profile that's creating all these channels. And then every channel can just pop in and out of existence very quickly. It's not a painful process whatsoever to get rid of a channel. Like, we just have to find that sweet spot of like 2 million to 5 million subscribers that you can have and not be a total jackass on the internet. Just rip your shirt off. I'm like, look at my fucking muscle and shit. Fuck off, dude. You're not socially invested in anything. You just want to beat people up. Because you just got muscles, you know, like, what are you gonna do with them? Fucking idiot. You know, I would love if Shane Dawson channel would have more videos. If people find out not what bad about is in terms of Shane's career, past career, but what's good left out of it. What are the good parts that they enjoyed besides these 10 videos that he left? The true legacy is there's some good, you know, music video, but like, come on, we can do even better than that. We can clip some good stuff, and someone can leave a proper legacy of like a channel who honorably died. That's what I want to fucking see, dude. The event is like really difficult. It's absolutely impossible almost. Despite us getting tons and tons of points, it may still fall flat. Like, we're not considerably gonna defeat them. Because we don't know what kind of tools we have in the first place. We don't know how other people are gonna play into this. They have to play into an event, but can we drag them into an event? Can we force them to give me points? Especially if they haven't used the points already. Like, there's so many reasons to steal points or something. Review dead channels and start floating points as well. It's very dynamic right now. What I'm talking about. And it just kind of blows my mind, because I almost like need a map separately, like a physical map of what this is. Like, redraw everything into a map that constantly changes into new versions. Physically draw it. Fucking stupid that is. I can probably do it with my tablet, so it's no big deal. And it's probably gonna exclude all these secondary people, which is not good. They sometimes have points. It's so complicated. I know mostly the best way to do it is just put pressure on, like, there's an event, but you can get points right now, because I still care about everyone. And maybe I can figure out what to do about it. It's so fucking complicated right now. But if you put pressure over time, you get answers, and you get insights on what can be done to solve this. We like want everyone to help with this. I don't want to just fucking work on my own and squeeze a little girl until she gets the right amount of points. Like, fucking, it seems so fucking weird. But maybe that will be the answer somehow. Who knows? I just now looking for a lot of answers. Because I started with like, oh, I can just squeeze Smosh as hard as I can and rearrange it so it is fresh and new, basically. It is once again edible and interesting. I imagine in this case, but I still can't put recruits here, because recruits now give them the points. It's kind of fucking stupid. I literally have to replace as many people and then start buffing them up to the point where they cannot be replaced back. But even that's good if that happens. I guess I can put recruits as long as I put them here immediately in the team. They give me points, and the people who are down here, they have to be locked up and ignored as best as we can. And if we can't do it, we just lose a bunch of points. So that's what we can do right now. There's 7 people that can be highlighted. If there's anything that we can replace, that would be amazing. Especially once we like use up all the resources that certain people have, that means they're, they reach their peak and someone else has to, be highlighted all of a sudden. So I think every single day, maybe, we sit down and pick or put down people who have already grown their fame and points, and we just try and ignore them. Because there's a lot of people who we can't actually ignore because they're not actually recommended on YouTube. You can't just watch their videos and be like, oh, that's what's going to be recommended all of a sudden. You can't watch enough Keanu Reeves videos until it becomes recommended for you. It's just impossible. And definitely Smoshcast is also not powerful enough to take over that section. But Superwoman certainly did that, which is quite interesting. I mean, YouTube is like so excited. Oh, you found a new channel. Please watch everything. That sort of stuff. Okay, I like that. See, the problem with the event is the moment anyone gets a point, it goes to the event, but they also get the spotlight. They're like, oh, have you done your performance? I mean, the audience is like, have you done your performance? Or are you still gonna try and do something? Because now it's getting awkward. You got 1 point. It's getting awkward real fast. The moment they get 5 points, they can get 10 points back. If they get 10 points, they get a piece of the cake. And who knows how big that is? It's a mystery. Mystery size cake is probably going to be very small, but, that's where we have to put them. And we have to keep putting them in the cake. And hope the cake doesn't actually grow after it's done. Like, okay, shit, fucking weird. And it probably will grow after it's done. It's probably gonna become a new establishment that I'm baking, basically. The cake bakery. It's fucking crazy. I can already start renaming it. It's fucking crazy, dude. There's one more easy trick that I can do, and it's use Ultimate Playlist to buy up songs. Every song. Especially without names. Like, what? It's kind of weird. I will... Every point that you get from a song can cost me 1 point. 2 points if I get from the same song will now be triangle amount of cost. 2, 6, 10, 15, 21, 28, 35. It keeps going that way. That's scary. But only if the song is actually good, and it helps me, like, not only know if it's good, but just, like, own it. It's my playlist. It's my influence on myself. You should be able to own songs eventually, If you buy them, you own them. Like, what the fuck's wrong? But it doesn't mean that you can just replay them, but it definitely means that you can sing them. Okay, you can make covers of it. That's all you have to do, just prove that you have bought the song or something. That's what would happen in real life. And here, similarly, I have to use the influence that I've gathered, and increasingly more influence if I want to buy the score. And right now, songs are undefined, so technically I will be getting nothing. But something I will be getting, actually. I will jump from this pool of money into here, and I have just enough to satisfy the need of how much I need to beat Smosh. So we should start jumping into songs and like having a good time. Fuck this shit, dude. Alright, with all these rules in place, I will leave the Guardian alone, and Courtney can go back to our team and crank up some points for herself, I guess. She would still steal points now. Feels bad, man. But now if I do it, if Rebecca Black does it, so it's her new guardian, because she's invisible. She gives the bank points, so she can actually come in and join the party. She can join any party ever, because I am capable of now exchanging these points into event points, which is very difficult to do, but that's ultimate playlist for you. Let's go. Let's own all these songs that I have acquired so far and haven't paid for it. Most important, this is Avril Lavigne. So there's some decent artists that have to be recognized. So when I buy the song, I give them the influence points. And some of them are in my team, so I technically putting points in a good place and splitting them up and getting free influence points. All the shit, it's like I already own it because I own the artists that made it. Cool, right? Easy. Now that's fucking amazing. What if Fortnite let you stay in the bus for as long as you party, for as long as you're having fun, basically, and you don't kill the vibe, basically, and then if you do, you get thrown out, like Smosh did. It's fucking awesome. In real life, it's almost like they know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. They have the ideas and audacity now. Shit. I'm scared now. Because the same way I would do with these things, songs take a lot of energy from me. Crazy amount of energy. It's insane. So I have to recover and stress out at the same time. I have to bake some cakes. I guess Cake Bakery is just gonna be up here, next to the sweet spot. It's like, well, if we have too much of something, we can put it in a sweet spot. I haven't used it for a long time now, all the way since June, and we're talking about July and August right now. It's the start of August. So that's annoying that I haven't used this, but I'm sorry about that. I'll come back soon. I mean, I already have candy technically all over here, and I just never made it into candy in the first place. So it's like if I manufacture, then we get to the sweet spot. Okay. But here's like after I'm very tired, I can go down here and like bake the cake and recover. It's very easy meditation, basically. There's also one more thing. When I bake a cake, literally the only thing I have is breathing, which pisses me off most of the time. That's the only way I feed the speed of the cake baking or whatever. It still sounds pretty stupid. I just want to do stress racing, dude. But now I'm just doing breathing instead. Trying to make myself feel good. Just because that's what I learned. Okay. And I keep on diving deeper into this. Like, wow. It's pretty crazy. The moments when you lose your breath are so fucking terrifying now. It's like, well, yeah, this shit stresses you out, and breathing is like the most important thing to keep track of if you want to feel good in the first place. It's kind of weird. I mean, I can certainly add tokens like these, just whatever comes to my mind. But, you know, like these tokens are annoying because now I have people in here that I have to manage as well. Even though this one was fun, Even that one is hard. Maybe there's some kind of special emoji I can use to disqualify these tokens as just... Yeah, we can start with that. We can add salt to the cake, which is like the weirdest thing you could do to your stupid cake. Just salt. Maybe we should just do sugar instead, which doesn't actually exist. Okay, that's so lame, dude. I guess I used corn. It's not like I can use wheat either, am I right? I guess I can use bread. Yeah, bread is fine. Bread is like the everyday food. The everything food. From sandwiches to cakes. We just eat too much bread. Breading, that's what it should say. That's right, I'll stop breathing right away now. Just because I can bread myself. See, the problem is while I'm sitting here, I'm getting way more points than when I'm laying down, because now when I lay down, I'm relaxed. So the best thing I can do is just breathe and relax even more. So I have to be already stressed out in order to relax. And that's the only time the cake can actually work. When I have too many thoughts or emotions or things happening, like whatever. And it's not the case at all. I kind of dealt with everything already. I think. I guess that's the funny part. You always have to double check. So I'll double check if I mean, I feel good about it. I'm not feeling stressed, so what can possibly go wrong? Whoa, that is fucking bullshit, dude. People need relationship advice. Ha! Fucking losers. Oh my god. Partners versus friends. Oh. Oh. Sheep. I don't know what it is. I know girlfriend is a thing. You know, having a girlfriend is a thing. 'Cause you hook up, mostly. You don't... And you go to places, and you do things, but you literally don't give a fuck about each other. That's what it is. You don't fucking give a fuck about each other. And it actually can be one-sided. You can love a person, and they might be like, oh, I like that. I love myself too. You know, that sort of stuff. And, yeah, people are... See, the problem is right now, people have no fucking understanding of culture, no understanding of relationships. So, you are going to be rejected. And if you're gonna get to friend zone, you still have another chance to become partners. Very much so. And there's no big deal about that either. I'm just gonna spend an entire day discovering what exactly this is. So literally just start chatting with myself, meditating, because this is a big fucking topic. This is something I have to thoroughly analyze before I give you guys the juice. But right now the first impression is people are doing it wrong. People have no fucking idea what anything is in relationships before they choose these two things. Because partnership and fuck, what is this ship? It's not even a ship, dude. It's literally a ship or not a ship. A ship or a hook, you know? I'm a pirate, I have a ship or a hook. You know, I have a tool or an entire place where I live. And you literally unlock a place to live. Because a hook is something that you do things together, but you might not want to live together. Like, that's how it works. It's like, well, I like this hook, but I might not want to equip it for the rest of my life and be a hook man. Fuck that shit. You know? I put it down at night. I go to my place. I might be scared to actually dive deep into the other person's life and what people they interact with and what they're doing. And technically, your hook can cheat on you anytime. Yeah, because a hook is just your perspective of what you get from a relationship. That's it. That's all there is. And pretending that you have to latch onto them and prevent them from dating other people. It sounds like polygamy or something, but it's just you have no control over the person when you're hooking up, and you can hook up multiple times forever and ever. So that's it. Yeah, and it really puts a lot of stories that I have from my past into a completely different perspective as well. Because I was looking for partners. I was never looking for just shitty romance. You know? Shitty one-day romance. Like, fuck that shit, dude. It's fucking nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And this is what allowed people to reject me, which is fucking annoying, right? It allows people to reject you if you don't present this two-phase definition of like, I want to be partners, I don't give a fuck about you. I give a fuck about both of us working together towards making our both lives better. You know, it's almost like partnership is like you're gonna be revealing so much about yourself in order to attempt to trade and fix certain things. It's like you're very, very interested into a person. You're very, very curious about everything. You want to know everything, and that can be said as overly attached girlfriend, except that's what every personality is capable of doing. Okay, overly attached girlfriend is just one kind of personality that also wants to partner up. You know, she doesn't want you to cheat. She doesn't want you to not... She doesn't want to not know what you're up to at any given time. Like, she wants to know everything. She wants to be as helpful as possible, you know, as deep in your life as possible. And make you fucking happy. Dude, like, this no joke. And yeah, the hookup is more like, I want to feel happy because I see you as a tool. I see you as pretty girl or something, or like maybe there are other reasons. But pretty means you need to know a very specific thing, and once you learn that, you're probably gonna be scared to date, to continue dating, to continue learning about it, because you want to just understand it yourself, and at the same time, it's just diving to another person's life is a big commitment that you don't want to do. It's just too fucking complicated that way. So here you go. I will be dissecting these two things. It's insanely complicated now, because there's another thing. Well, the culture doesn't give a fuck. Doesn't split it up. It treats you as shit whenever they want, and then it treats you like an overly attached person that's so desperate to have you in their life, and then you realize, oh, they just want to hook up, which is fucking stupid, dude. Like, you can mix this shit up and completely destroy everyone's life and be a fucking asshole. Unlocking this is another nuke, basically. It's potentially all the way up here with everything, but it already is, because there are ships and there are trades. I already fucking discussed that, huh? Isn't that amazing? Ships and trades, boys. Ships and fish, basically. That's what it is. Somehow that fits. Oh, no, it doesn't. It does not. Oh, it does not at all. Wow. Oh, fuck. Oh, fucking hell. Because I already said partnership. And then you have, it's, because you can have a service. Okay, service. It's like trading, but you know, shipping is way more of a trade-off than a service is. Service is just spending one day doing something. That's a service. You click on a game and you spend an entire day. That you got service. Okay, you got hooked by something and you got a service. But now you can also do that with human beings together. Grab a service together. And it's a lot bigger deal. Now, all of a sudden this seems like still a confusing thing, because like, oh, you grabbed it together. So you're not taking a service from each other. Well, that's not correct. You're not with another person to get sticky and okay, so there is obviously the conclusion, right? You get laid. That is the conclusion, okay? You get some. And so that is the deeper thing to a hooking up. You grab a service and you hope that service is just gonna warm you so much that you do want to grab a hotel room for the night. That's how much it warms you. You finish the service as it's intended. But that's another fucking garbage thing. There are actually no cheap hotel rooms that pretend that you're not a tourist or something. It's fucking crazy, right? Like, but at the same time, yeah, it's a perfect way to hook up, right? You go buy a certain amount of services, and it's super expensive at the same time. I'm like, this has to be managed so thoroughly, of like what kind of price range hooking up you like looking forward to. I can't afford jack fucking shit. I don't even know how people fucking survive. What the fuck, dude? You know, that sort of stuff. So, literally coming from UK, I had paid rent and I had a job, dude. That's what I did. Right now, coming back home, I want to have those two things completed, okay? As a life purpose right now. I have to fucking understand what this is, but like, holy shit. I know other people are gonna be fucking clueless. Fucking zombies about this. They're gonna piss me off for like, well, I know things because I have been a piece of shit, you know, and I have been stinking up the place, and people throw more shit at me, so I am a big shit, you know, like, they were gonna try to explain something that doesn't actually even come close as an understanding of life, like, what the fuck, right? And this is gonna piss me off because it kills me. It's like, I need this. What the fuck are you doing with me right now? You're insane. That's what it means. And now, the kicker is that the cheapest shippings is gonna be with single mothers. And that's where you fucking start. And Stefan Molyneux can fuck himself for hating on single mothers, because that's what you get, dude. The most rejected people of all time is gonna be the cheapest ones. Where are you gonna get the service from, though? Just here's one thing you can do. Here's one fucking crazy thing, but please, please, try not to do this too often. To hook up, only thing you need, the cheapest hookup, is stop. And hope the other person stops too. That's it. You got him. That's it. That's what a hook is, dude. You just gotta stop and make sure the other person also feels awkward. And that awkwardness is like the hottest thing between you two. You have no idea who you are. You have nothing in common with each other. Who knows? You know, you just saw someone pretty, and they somehow like to stop for you. They somehow still care for you and stuff like that. It's like, what are these feelings? Let's figure it out, basically. Where are we going to figure out these feelings? You can open up with that. It's like, oh, this is awkward. We should, you know, and you can keep the awkwardness. I don't think saying fuck is not gonna scare anyone. Like, it's gonna scare everyone. Okay. We should figure out these feelings. You should care about this stuff, okay? You should not care about trashing the other person. You should make them interested in what you found, right? You have to grab that invisible force and use it for whatever it's gonna become, because you don't know what it's gonna become, actually. It can eventually turn into a ship, just like the ship can turn into a service. You don't know. These things can jump around. Just like a job could be a place to stay, you know, a rentable place. While a rent could turn into a job because you have an environment that you have lived in, and you met people, and you're like, wow, I need to help these people out with certain small little things, and they give you food, they give you some backup cash, and you can switch places, these things. If you're very, very good, if you're very, very established, you're probably gonna do that. But yeah, the life is fucking complicated because of that. It's insane. It's fucking madness. I don't think I'm gonna come up with any more insights here. I'm just gonna dive in and like dissect my stories. Because now I'm so good at like breaking down these concepts. I'm crazy. I'm getting crazy, dude. Crazy and cranky. I'm like, give me attention, you pieces of shit. You're ruining your lives, including mine. Including fucking mine, because I want to do certain things that you guys are not doing at all, not passionate at all, completely mistake me for a fucking ghost or something. Like, how can you do such a thing to a human being? Treat me as a fucking ghost? Are you kidding me? At least my mom just accepts me to live here. But like, wow, that's the minimum requirement. Just like my dad was like, oh, you can get a job here. What kind of job? It's pretty fucking difficult to get a job and not get kicked out completely. You know, like, wow. The first month I go to UK, I'm like, we can't get a job. Oh, it's April. April Fools, you know? Haha, we just jumped on the fucking wrong month, apparently. So he wasn't too well established either. And again, I just have to be happy to survive somehow. To fucking play Hunger Games with everyone and be like, wow, I am tier 4 right now. I'm sorry. I have been through a lot of garbage situations, and you have to respect me right now. Because if you don't, I'll go to tier 5. I'm gonna be your worst enemy ever. You know, you're gonna be on my blacklist. And that blacklist is going to cross out all the names. And all the names are gonna disappear from existence. You can change your name, you can go to another place, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but you can't stay like this, is the answer. and then I might come back from tier 5. Where, yeah, people disappear at that point. People have to fucking change or disappear. It's fucking crazy, dude. Alright, here's the thing about this system. Because I need to feed these people all the way to really high esteem. And also I added Brooke and Bailey. So I'm literally gonna call them Bro and Bale. Bro and Bale. That's another way to say hookup. Okay, that's cool. Bro and Bale. Also, yeah, they're very weak. They don't have any tokens. But the ones who do have tokens, I can't actually discard them. Literally, these 4 people I can't discard anymore. And these were the weak ones to begin with. And I could have taken advantage of them and then swapped them out, but I cannot swap them out twice. Okay, I know I kicked them out, and I have to leave it that way. Like, we broke up. These are exes. It's fucking awesome, dude. You can almost say this is my first date with Ari. And Ari, like, oh, I want this specific thing, and I'm like trying my best to get it, and I have bank. I have a lot of bank on this one. I want Smosh. Okay, that is gonna be fucking expensive. We might even fail. Please don't hurt me if I fail. What the fuck? It's your responsibility, you know. So that's what hooking up with me, and it's like, they tell you what they want. They tell you what they're gonna give you. Kind of. They hint, maybe. They hint that they will gonna be very appreciated. and you just interacting with a pretty girl, at least. You have to get something in return, okay? And then you're pushing them forward to get that thing that they want. And once they get it, they either like you more or just dump you. Who knows? You have to not let them treat you like shit while this is happening, you know? While you're giving away all this fucking influence. Because I am right now. This fucking better be good. We're halfway there, but we only have 3 days left. And technically that's good enough, because acceleration means that 3 versus 4 is still manageable as equation. It's like first 4 equal last 3. That's how I can look at it. Especially when it's, you know, Friday. But not exactly Friday. It's like we invent our own weekend. Let's go, dude. Okay, that was unexpected. Sanic. Fucking expensive, dude. I have to use a calculator for this one. Oh my god. Fuck my life, dude. 300 for one song. Are you fucking serious? I will buy it. Yeah, thank you very much. I have empty pockets now. I literally burnt 1,000 already for like 100. Give me a break. But I guess this one is like that. Thank you. Well, at least I forgot to credit some singers, but probably just 2. Just because now I bumped into it. I guess I can give Zed this one. He made Clarity, I believe. Zed C, yep. C, I see you made Clarity. Fuck. Okay, 3. Then there's BB, but I didn't give her anything, so alright, that's it. Okay, so nobody wants to play Arena, huh? Or Blizzard just doesn't want to give me to play Arena. So cool. Still waiting for those packs to be able to open. At least one opens up after Arena. Wow. 2 days left till expansion. Here you go. Can't play Arena, I guess. Alright, I had my not date, so we can play Hearthstone and discuss it. It wasn't a date, by the way. It was not! Because we never kissed, and that's what's gonna be the major factor in determining whether we like each other or not. That sort of stuff, whether we are like just friendly with each other. Or we can crash into each other full speed. Okay. I want to try out Mechtherodon. It's like the most complicated card ever. And I am excited. I want it. So I'm gonna try it out on different decks and see how it works. Spice up the deck. The idea of Mechtherodon, you already have to have enough tempo, but not enough to do too much with it. Your opponent suddenly has a switch tactic where he can summon a big creature and kill it very easily if he has removal. So it's a very tricky situation. He can remove all of your tempo all of a sudden as well. There's so much you can do as an opponent against Mechtherodon. But that's the ideal tactic, is like you have a little bit of tempo that is good enough to destroy the 1/3s from the board. You can potentially even drop it on a full board of minions where it's like 4 minions. Then it's really threatening. But you also still need something to destroy shit with. And because you don't have a Borkler, like, when else is it gonna be good? Mechtherodon is like super too complicated to be able to play it successfully, that is. So for me it's super entertaining, at least. Because this is Aggro Hunter, he just died when I play this combo. It's just game over. Now this combo is gonna show up and I'll draw some cards basically. So, easy game. Oh, that's cute. He can actually kill that, and he would target it right now. Super fast, I like that. It's looking very good as first hit. I wonder if Hearthstone is like one of those ways to express yourself, because a lot of shit happens basically, and you can equate it as if you walk through something in life and you're like, wow, this is some tough situations that you can get yourself into as well, to recreate it, but it's nothing life-breaking or life-changing. It's just a game. Very cute. Let's just attack him full power, I guess. I don't need to smash bombs or anything. Just do this. Draw more cards for more options. So I get even more armor, more ways to kill him if I have to. Easy. Strategy matters. I mean, in life, strategy matters just as much. It just might not be obvious when you live in a shitty place that didn't challenge you enough. But I certainly challenged the girl that I was with. The single mom, which is embarrassing. But that's where you start. The greatest rule that I took from the interactions is like being yourself is super important. But that doesn't mean that you will be able to insert yourself in every situation. Most of the time you're gonna be shut down. And then once the ball gets rolling and you feel like you're in a very awkward situation, you have to make your escape. You'll have to leave her anyways. You have to leave your potential date anyways. Right? So what do? You have to set up a challenge. I did that. I set up a challenge and I say, well, if you don't re-meet me in the same place where we're supposed to have met in the very beginning, then the date just kind of falls apart. And I'm like, so she was with a kid, right? So it wasn't even really close to be a date. I felt like, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna trigger her emotions or anything, something deep. Like that's never gonna happen. But at the same time, it's a great opportunity to get to know someone and let them do their thing and let them feel safe around you and all that shit. So I like that. That's cool. I guess I'll do this. Just show you my teeth. Show him my power level. Because I'm already planned out the turns. So after I do the challenge, she kind of just left me. Just dumped me as like, well, you wanted to escape anyway, so here you go. Here's a chance to escape. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I don't like that. That's not what I planned to do. So it's like, cool. You missed my point entirely, what I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to escape. I was just toying with concepts. And well, she toyed with concepts too, and it left me heartbroken twice, right? Not only she doesn't meet me, but she also just continues on not even passing through. Potentially running away to where I can't find her, but I did find her. And we continued on as if nothing terrible has happened, but it could have happened if I couldn't have found her, or I just found another interest. Because I was like, okay, now I left alone. Now I might want to try it one more time. And what I'm talking about, I want to try finding just a person that I would hook up with. Because if I'm bad at partnership, I still have to try hooking up with people. And that's it. The moment I start being bad at something, I have to try the other thing that I know is there. You know, so I'm bad at being a partner. She doesn't like me enough. She doesn't want to catch up to where I am in terms of my intentions, right? Like, my intention is pretty simple. Just meet up again. This is just a challenge. I'm just having fun right now. And it's kind of weird how she treated me, but like, whatever. She didn't completely destroy me. I come back and I'm like, well, I have been myself, but now I'm heartbroken, so I cannot be myself anymore. That's the strategy that I have. It's like, well, I have one more heart. Someone that I love, right? You can't possibly break that person. But you can try. You can make me very upset. Now, it's kind of tough, because I want to kill that thing by any means, but 5 damage is 5 damage. I gotta heal too. I gotta build up taunt too. And he might just out-tempoed me. He might just broke my heart. I don't know. I don't think there's much I can do. He's just so fucking crazy. I play Quest and he out-tempos me, so I will stop playing Quest against Warrior. That's the heartbreaking part, okay? Oh, you wanna finish real fast? Whenever this happened? Fucking garbage. You know, I was trying to escape a date. Right after, like, 1 hour of doing it. 1.5 max. That's not a lot. Alright, Demon Hunter does not want the quest. They play as fast as possible. So, we're probably gonna get wrecked anyways. But the idea is, if you play fast, if you're burning your hand, we can find weaknesses and start shutting down decks like these. And learn a lot from them as well. Like, this is as fast as you can get. Playing a 1-drop, even though it has an upside later in the game. That's beautiful. I just broke someone. I just broke a big baby. Okay. It is a big baby. Because it's the future for that girl. I mean, she has a 2-year-old. So she survived kind of like the basics of growing up a child. You don't have to worry about it too much anymore. But now it's playtime. It's like the child has to go out in the world and play with things. And he's gonna break his own heart many, many times. And he'll come back crying. And you're not supposed to heal that back up. Now the child is responsible for his own feelings. And if he cheats out a solution out of his parents and starts taking parents for granted, the child is literally a monster at that point. It's like, let's go to Dr. Phil now. 2-year-old toddler is on that edge right now. It's like, I can save a person right now from a disaster. That's where Dr. Phil should show up, you know? Should show up at the perfect time, perfect moment when the child develops its reactions to things. And how it wants certain things. How much he wants certain things. How can he afford certain things? Like, everything matters here. So, I've learned a lot. I can't wait for the second attempt in the date. Absolutely. I'll definitely take her for granted as well. And try to break her feelings and hearts and whatever. Like, everyone's supposed to do that. Be assholes. Just because. Most people already suffer through enough shit. You can't hold yourself back when you feel butthurt. It's crazy, dude. I don't know if I can break the second one. What the fuck are these secrets? What the fuck is going on? Oh, she just broke herself? Okay, thanks. So I can literally just go trade. Now the only question is like, what's coming out of this ass? A 5-drop. Okay, struck by lightning. Does it mean anything? Okay, so I'm gonna strike myself in the face. I have to activate his coin thingy. His secret to draw him cards. And I dodge 5 damage. And set up a tempo shutdown. Because now I'm out of tempo. But I have like a pure tempo shutdown, whatever he does for 5 mana. Including this, so no big deal. Easy, boy. Don't rush. Don't rush, motherfucker. Might even get an easier out. Kind of thinking. I still have a weapon. I want to like get some armor right now. I'm kind of vulnerable, so most importantly, like I want to keep this risky skipper. So that's good. After I hit, I can play these guys instead of this, but whatever. We'll find out. We're playing in secrets here. Oh, he's just bumping into this. He really wants to... Well, oh, that's interesting. He's activating his stupid secret, I think. So I have to do it that way. And this way. And he's not activating his secret, it was a trap. Just like triple thinking on his part. I fucking hate you, dude. Why so smart? What the fuck? I outthink his triple thinking because I'm now on steroids, okay? I'm on fucking steroids. Wow, I actually dodged Seal. And he attacked his own 1-drop. Now that's a fucking backstab if I ever saw one. Seal Fate, motherfucker. So pretty. So, let's seal Fate, motherfuckers. Let's go. All the way in. This guy can wait now. Now I have all the tempo I need. Wind Fury Rush, motherfuckers. Let's go. Now you need to definitely kill these things before they start laying eggs. Battle Rage eggs. Ooh, interesting. That is certainly interesting. You can play one card. Thank God it was nerfed. Like, holy shit. He just activated all of them. So he's, oh, that's a shitty card. That's a shitty card to play right now. But I am scared. This can go so fucking far right now. So kinda have to go face now. I think I can make it there. I have enough card draw and all that shit. Putting pressure is beautiful. He has to still break through the 5-drop, so he has to attack. So I'm kinda shutting down the game. Start activating my Galakron, start smashing his face over and over again. Let's see how this ends. And the cheat card, obviously. Quite a cheat card. I mean, he had to sacrifice just 3 points of tempo to destroy the rest, which is 14. So 11 points of tempo plus 7, I mean plus 6. That's fucked up. I know, I fucking hate this guy now. I mean, it's crazy. Just crazy strategy there. It's my turn, motherfucker. Wait, what? Oh shit, I messed up. I fucked up. But I still have enough damage in combination of these 3 points. 3 sources of damage. So let's see what we got, bruh. Can we break you? He's so close. So close to dying right now. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 4 mana. What you got, bruh? Ah, yes, I forgot about that for sure. You can put a taunt. So yeah, this is disgusting. Certainly disgusting. I have to respect the taunt, but I don't know what to do. There's not much I can do at all. I can draw the same bad boy. I can try and draw another one extra. I'll try and do that, so I can set up a taunt or something. I guess we're fucking dead now. That's the difference between life and death. It's just some stupid fucking unbalanced card that you have to ban over and over again till it fucking dies. Okay, you win, buddy. And then you add him as a friend to remind him how fucking much you hate that card. And if he doesn't care, then you hate him as well. And if he still doesn't care, then you hate his entire fucking country. That's exponential growth, dude. It's just a fucking card. Let's see here. I'll do it as dry, clean as possible, and say I hate that card, and then I'll say I hate you, and then we're gonna start a war with some country, some random fucking country out there in the world, and just never gonna end, dude. Yeah, it's the right guy. No big deal. So the idea is to play these two. Yeah, I'm kind of stressed out a little bit. I have to skip coining lands, but it doesn't do anything anyways. It's not like I'm gonna attack him. Like right now I can play this. But I have to develop a lance. Now I can play it. Now it opens up lackeys, which are super useful. I used up my lackey just to play a 1-drop, 1/1. Seems pretty useful. I can do this and then smash. An upgrade, look at that. Smash, max smash. Until I get to the pressure point of my opponent, I'm literally doing nothing. He kind of pressured me enough to lose a weapon. That's pretty bad. It's just enough pressure to break certain things that he has. Cool, cool. I guess I'll put this guy down and see what happens. There you go, buddy. So you put something I can easily chew through, which is super satisfying. The question is like, what 2-drop do I play? I honestly don't know. Probably have to unlock this guy. Okay, max attack. There you go. At this point I have to pressure his cards and not the board, because the 9-drop whirlwind is just stupid, broken. And right now he just cleaned up my board already. I don't know, it becomes awkward real fast. And I'll have too much armor and too much time on my hands while it's clearing the board constantly. After 1, I will just go nuts. If he plays 1, 9 clear, I just go nuts now. I can do whatever the fuck I want. He can have 2 of them, but like, fuck it. Fuck that part. You know? Start developing this, because I have nothing else, just a bunch of damage. I mean, the moment I activate the quest, which is very soon, that's what I'm waiting for. Ugh. An ugly and stupid situation, obviously. Let's open it up. just draw cards, I guess. We're gonna slowly destroy this. It's no big deal. Am I playing more minions? I don't think so. But who knows? It's really interesting. Oh, okay. That's cool. So we can do it like this. Oh, I guess I kind of messed up anyways. I'll trade this in. I can probably trade this in as well. I messed it up. I thought I was gonna clear that and then whirlwind. Okay, as you can tell, it's pretty fucking impossible to make the right moves when shit goes haywire, but at least I got resources. And he has cancer too, I guess. I'm at this point where I can start developing Mechtherodon, which is funny. Because now I'm like, okay, I have this guy. And I start just smashing him with my weapons. Alright, boys. So he has to now protect these bad boys. And he gets also armor, but he doesn't have my hero power. Not yet, at least. And now it's in his resurrect pool as well. Probably has some of that. Alright. So I certainly now go for the Mechtherodon. Just go for it. It's gonna cost me a little bit. Oh, never mind. I didn't see that coming. Somehow overly protective over this garbage that Mechtherodon is. Alright, level up then. We have Galakron level 2 now. But we're running out of cards. We both are. We're both supposed to be running out of cards. He got all this armor and lost it. Cool. I mean, I drew a lot of cards, of course. Now what? Do you like Mechtherodon instead of the... Oh, wow, okay. He does not like it. And he has to now suicide something if he wants full. No, I think... No, he has to suicide something. Or he doesn't get one of those spawns from this guy. Okay. Interesting. Also, it could hit my dude. Interesting. Infinite armor. It's kind of cute. I mean, I can break it eventually, right? So what are we dealing with? I probably have to start activating this. I can't suicide anything, so it's kind of worthless now. And I also will destroy this hero power, essentially. It's kind of sad. Let's see what happens here. Alright, so the weakest body disappeared. It's kind of awkward. Mechtherodon is just behind a wall of walls. What is even happening anymore? Yeah, because the real life struggle happens after everything is done, after all the jobs is done, when you're resting, when you're just sleeping, when you're dreaming. That's what this is. I don't know, he wants to unlock his full armor potential here. There's nothing you can do against tempo. If you lose it, fucking go away. But it's pretty nuts. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty nuts. Still not gonna do it now. I'm just destroying the armors. I can unlock this. I can start unlocking this. He's still not over. He still fucking keeps that till the very, very end. He's the biggest asshole ever. I mean, fuck me, dude. I mean, I'm losing health too. If I'm not killing them. It's so frustrating. It's just so fucking insane how it manages to steal. Alright, we just gonna have to set up this bad boy. It's so fucking frustrating. At least he's run out of the stupid Holy Novas, man. I guess I could have killed one of these, cause like, wow. Anything that this guy does is horrible. And what he done so far is horrible. Instead of Armor Smith. Fuck that shit. I lost everything because of this. Now it's gonna get even worse. Because now this unlocks with crazy powers. I'm running out of cards still. Okay. I guess the only combo I have is just smashing him in the face with a big ass dude. Because he has no real way to deal with this. And I kind of lost. But I might need anyways a space. Fucking die, dude. Now this guy is a pressure point. It's just, you can't make this up. Everything is a problem. It's so fucking problematic, I might just go for suicide. So fucking painful, dude. Yeah, dude. Fuck you. So fucking painful. Tempo suicide. If he has a removal, especially. I literally have nothing. No good hero power, nothing. So pathetic, man. Oh, cool. So he held it until that happens. Okay, whatever. See, the most crazy part is, like, he doesn't have to draw anymore. He doesn't care about fatigue. No problem at all. Nothing gives him any problem. What the fuck, dude? That's not fair. Of all things that died. Of all things that died, dude. I don't know what kind of madness you're talking about. It's just insane already. That he stole and healed Armor Smith and got 20 fucking points of armor. I killed 3 bombs in his face. He could have done something. Could have fucking done something. So there are those kind of cards that constantly put you on a fucking ass. Like, the Mind Rune or whatever, like, that fucking card is insane. Just like Cube was insane back in the day. Just because it was played. Just because it was played on the best deck ever. Just fucking bullshit, dude. I hate Mind Rune. I hate Priest in general. I know it's so powerful that I fucking hate it now. And nobody plays it. But it doesn't mean anything. Because you can play any kind of deck right now. There is variety. You can pretend that. It's like the game is not completely broken. To where, like, there is no variety. Like, Blizzard actually balances cards now. Wow. Took you fucking 3 years or something. Start doing that. 4 years. Oh, look, someone has a suicide attempt. I'm not here to look at it. Suicide means that you're doing something, but you're not actually doing, but you're like trying to do something, or not doing it, you're not taking certain things seriously. Fucking what the fuck is wrong, dude? Just play the fucking game if you're here. Or fucking actually die. Like, you probably are worthless. If you're roped. In turn 1 moment after Mulligan. Like, what does this mean? Okay, we're in the same fucking pickle as last time. And if he has 4 Borklers or more, he'll be able to keep up. Shut the fuck up, asshole. So he's playing Quest. I'm playing Quest too. But I'm not showing my Quest yet. It's kinda cute. You know, it's like a heart that can be completed. Not necessarily broken. Mulligan would break it. And then you just do certain things that you need to do and you complete it. If you like the quest, that is. If you like to play it. If it's playable at all. Most of the time, you can come up with any kind of deck and it's gonna work. The only question is, do you like it? Wow, what a big question, isn't it? And it is a big question. Don't worry about it. It is big. Because that's the only thing that motivates you to play the game. It's like, do you like it, though? Alright, motherfucker. Your mirror sucks. You're under pressure. Go to hell now. Priest. Oh, that's cute. Oh, come on, dude. It's not finished. I want to BM as fuck, dude. With that said, I mean, she's gonna show up eventually. Because being real is pretty crazy. I literally cannot say folksy. Folksy. Because it's completely different thing. Fofixy. Okay. Maybe we can do that. Fofixy. Love live. Fox. Fix Fox. I don't know. I have to say E. So yeah, she kind of burned 4 times already. She'll show up on the leaderboard and be the first real person to do it. That's pretty badass, I guess. And it does feel like a completely next level adventure when you allow other people to hang out with you while you're doing whatever you're doing. if you're doing something in real world. Where's plenty of risk. So I don't know, like for now I feel super equal to her. Like we're equals, even though she's like 3 years younger. Who cares if you have a baby? Like the baby also has its own age. So now you're growing twice as fast. What am I supposed to do? Nobody likes me. I don't have a team of people that dedicate for me their own years of experience. That's not happening yet. I'm not successful enough to do that. But I at least feel that I'm cool. I'm fucking awesome. Just couldn't reach anyone at the moment, and couldn't be positive in their lives, and like never had a chance. So now I'm home, and I'm grabbing a new kind of flavor of life, which don't know what's gonna end up being anyways. I just don't know. I wish I knew, and I know I hold it in my heart of what the future holds, because what you care about is just gonna repeat itself and become relevant over and over again, right? So that's why it feels like you can predict the future, but you can't. It's just there are certain things so static that it feels weird, you know? Like you dream about it, but it's just like the places that you've already been in too many times. That's what you're gonna dream about anyways. So if things overlap, it's no surprise at all. That's what's kinda happening. Now, the scariest part, we're already in day 6. And I'm tired. My mind is fried. And I might not be able to recover it without sleeping, but I will try anyways. Okay? Because I don't want to lose this war, dude. And we just got perfect fuel for yet another cake. Last cake was 54. And somehow I didn't mark it down. I hope I still have the cake itself as a proof. Where's my calculator? Shit. Fuck. It's 56. It's like I really tried really hard to bake this one. 50 was my last previous best, and I beat it. I beat it significantly. But yeah. That's what it was. Now, was this real? Real cake? I don't think so. This is where it really starts, August 1st. Where I really start doing the real deal. Oh boy. Maybe there's gonna be a special event for cakes, combining their powers. The boss fight cake. Oh my god, I can't wait. But I still have to invent that. See, it's crazy because you have to keep on collecting meaning until something meaningful starts happening, and you're like, oh, I just need now there's specific kind of meanings, and you grab those, and then it brews even more. It's like witchcraft. It's fucking crazy. So but it's not like brewing a potion, because that's kind of stupid. It's about what ingredients you would mix together to brew intention. Ingredients matter, basically. Wowee. I mean, I feel like overwhelmed by the experience, but it's almost like a waking up process, but I also wake up too early to feel like fully energized by sleep that I had. It's like I cut a lot of corners here. This is too much. But the day was kind of big. And it's also annoying anyways. Like I had to go into the outside world and see all these broken people that also have stories and have no friends, and they don't even know that. And I have to be careful not to tease them that I actually am friendly in the first place. Like, holy fucking shit, so many responsibilities. I found a friend, they appreciated me, they know how to speak English. I have to put that pressure on, that little, really high bar of access to my goods and services, basically. But at the same time, you know, I have to be humble, not to lose everyone as well. Like, fuck this shit. Why can't it be natural anymore? Why do I have to force myself to work super hard just to ensure that everything is going smoothly? Like, I have to ensure everything. I don't want to hold back. I don't care how much effort other people put in. And it's like, yeah, I do need to be better than you. Because my 2 hearts have been broken in one almost a date. It's like, how far can you get in terms of how evil you might be and disrespectful, you know? It's pretty far. And it's like, every person is now has the same expectations for me, which is super bad, super evil. Like, she's not sucking up to anybody, especially me. I'm just some garbage. I don't even know what I was at that point. It was uplifting experience, but and humbling to both of us. But deep down, she just probably hates me anyways. You know, like, you know, I toy with her emotions to see what those emotions are, and even that's like triggering it already. Because now she has to feel special and different from everybody else. It's kind of crazy, right? Especially when she fulfilled the request of just, well, she came, we met. That's a big deal. Up until that point, I was preparing myself and I was working very hard, and everything could have ended there. But instead, we keep pushing forward. So we met, now I have something to work with after the fact. As if nothing happened, I would have just crashed and barely had something to work with. I would have had to create some scenario where I'm like, okay, now I'm heartbroken because she didn't show up. That's a thing. And I can fix that. It's pretty easy to do. It's just like, well, I kind of have been lied to. Someone who is capable of keeping up doesn't care about keeping up. She just has a skill naturally, and naturally fucking hates me or whatever. But it's cool. It's cool. We never even fucking touched. I literally just touched her child, and that's it. That's as close as you can get to a person right now. On my terms. But there's a lot to talk about. I mean, this Smosh theme that we're smashing, because it's gonna turn into Smash when Ari jumps in. It's like, okay, Smashery, Smashari, baby. No, it's just gonna be Smash. We're just gonna change O into A, and be like, well, yeah, I know some other word exists that's very close to Smash, but maybe shut the fuck up, you know? Maybe follow your own advice, Mr. Smosh, whatever this is. And so, we're gonna try do whatever we can to beat them up. We have 1,000 influence. And as cringy as these people are, the new ones, the newbies, I don't know if I want to keep Brooke and Bailey. I mean, right now this is like an open spot for anyone to just jump in and take hold for an entire day, a chair, and be interesting as a person. But the moment they step down, they can't come back that easily at all. So that would be just brutal. brutal inconsistency, like this absent-mindedness of like, you have to make a choice, right? So if you make a choice shuffling through newbies and seeing what fits, it seems fine. You just don't shuffle in a way that, oh, I want to go back to that other newbie. No, it's kind of how Xing people works. You shuffle through relationships until something really, really fits, but at the same time you trying to identify what would actually fit, and you're getting much more smarter in terms of what people pulls you have to shut down and what you're not interested in anymore. This is really powerful. So, I'm just kind of worried. Is Fixie Foxy just gonna jump in and become a superhero? A tier 3 person? Because that's the only way you can come here. You can be a creator and be influential, and she can still, exist, but she will get knocked out eventually. Only true heroes can secure honorable spotlight positions where their name is going to be very visible. And then you have the back end credits where you have your name, you can point at it and you'd be like, I'm a creator too, I have contributed to this movie. But it's like, what? Nobody cares most of the time. It's just your super, super close friends gonna care. Because it's relevant to the story of who you are, but it's not relevant to your level of ego, right? If you want your ego out there, you have to let camera bleed on your face, basically. Just bleed all that data that it's trying to store, and it's all about your face, basically. Facial recognition everywhere. Eat my face, you stupid camera. That's what has to happen. And it's still not enough. Sometimes you just end up an actor, meaning that you have been wearing a mask this whole time and you don't even realize. It's crazy. The world is fucking crazy. And I can't wait to just keep on talking about it, all this series, and eventually inspiring people to fucking sit down and listen. Like, how long will that take for me to upgrade myself? I'm Transformer, Tier 4 Transformer. I'm not a podcast, by the way. I'm just documentarian of my own life and thoughts and things that I care about. Wow. What else am I gonna do? Because I will never have guests. I'm not interested in having guests. It's just not a natural flow for me right now. Reaching out to someone? What? That is possible somehow? Maybe if you punch them 20 million times in the face, they will recognize your fist at first. And then what? Like, come on. There's nothing I can do. Absolutely nothing. It has to be a natural flow of recognition, and then I can exchange it to the things that I want to reach out for. Alright, so the 6th day I'm gonna spend in basically my bed the entire fucking day and just do the cake thing, and hopefully it beats everything we have seen so far, because only thing I have to do is get in touch, in tune, recreate the scenes, apply glitter, and that should be it. It's an experience cake, usually. That's all I need to have. And then experience entangles itself with the past memories and experiences and other cakes I had before, anything that I built before, anything I meditated for, I was interested in understanding and appreciating it. Okay, let's put it this way. I spent like 1 hour right now. As you can tell, 1.5 hours. Sleep has to be like more than 3 hours in order to consider itself sleep, so I like dodged this one. At least 3 hours, come on. There's no way this this was more than a nap, and it was worthwhile. Just separate it. This is weird, right? This is weird in that sense. But then it's like the next day as well, and it aligns with everything. It's like, oh, this day here, this day August 3rd, August 2nd. And then also kind of weird here. Because there is nothing behind the first day, of course. Okay. Here you go. Oh, wait. Wait, what? I did skip the day then. Yeah, this is where it gets weird. No? Oh, this is where you... I told you this is where it gets weird. Jesus. I don't even know. I don't even know the times. It doesn't tell me. Shit. I can't even compare right now. And there's not enough references as well. So I kind of lost it. I kind of lost the day. Sucks. Alright. I'm gonna be putting her down now on the map. Somewhere here, but still close to the rest. She's just FF and gets initial of 3.5, I mean 3.6. Technically qualifying. Okay, good enough. Qualifying for the team of Perfect Vibes. Reality is that strong. It's better than school, because you actually have to plan things out and meet in a very strict location. And it's also like more mature as well. It's like college. But even more than that. Yeah, it's secure college. It's like you do whatever you want now. You have a job probably. Maybe you have a child. Maybe you had a broken relationship. All the baggage doesn't matter right now. Like, you're not a person that has crushed me with an outfit or something, or a look, or behavior, or rejection that was super cheap and cheesy. So here you go. And that's, I consider this higher tier, and the lowest tier is like straight up porn. Straight up. It's nothing real at all, technically. That's what porn is. It's not real. I'm sorry about that. And I'll give her the seal of 5 stars. Because normally it's like 3.5. And we get half of those points here. But half of the points goes to the event. And I'm happy about that. But not happy that we'll have to work as hard as possible the last day. Literally try not to sleep challenge. Which I am very bad at. Because I like sleeping, you know? Like, don't take that away from me. That's fucking stupid. Also, yeah, she didn't reject me, so that's beautiful. Alright. I mean, she's proud. Kind of almost dating me, you know? Even that is pride. You know, at some point it's like you realize, oh, we could have done better. But it's pretty, I mean, first meeting will never become a date. It's like pretty obvious. And none of us will try because none of us have money to like go to a certain location that we haven't explored yet. Because the reality is like, you don't go to a restaurant like treat the other person or get yourself treated Or just like there's no one-sidedness to it. You go to an event to have fun. It's like, and restaurants can be fun. I hope. I don't know actually. As long as you can be an asshole to everyone, because like that's the most expensive thing that you can do, and they will still, they still suck it up. But because restaurants are so expensive, you have to be the biggest asshole in the universe, and certainly not tip. Tipping is like fucking wearing a mask. It's fucking insane. Some people figure out how to create insanity. Like, no, you do your fucking job, and you get the job from either the customers directly or your boss directly, but it has to be super direct. It can't just be from all over the place, It's one job, one payment. Is like, that's how it works. Because it gets everything confused, and if you watch Adam Ruins Everything, he ruined that. He ruined tipping, okay? In different ways. I gave you my perspective. So if you want more, here you go. Now, am I confident enough to reach this score right now? It's kind of crazy. Now, first of all, I respected them and I watched their videos, and that's great. And I think they might even sneaked in another one. I hope not. Zeddy is a Hearthstone player. Taylor Swift, because I am ready for it right now. I'm doing it. Zeus, because dating is a thing still. And hooking up is a thing, and he has his perspective, but I would punch him in the face if he wanted to learn partnership. And that's it. Swoozie and Superwoman are in my team. Nobody got the best of me. I wasn't sucked in. Now after respecting them, I remind myself who they are. I don't think I have to watch their videos. Like, they're my enemy. I'm supposed to avoid them. If I can't avoid them, it's interesting, to say the least. That's okay. I'll watch it. But other than that, I just have to race all the way. I mean, I already watched as much as I liked. That's the whole point of keeping the score. But, and as I'm about to put pressure, I can watch a little bit more. But I can't just, I can't let them win, that's it. It's just, I can't. But I'll give them a big but. I'll watch for the next hour, because I'm finishing this video. I'll watch Jack's film and Anthony thoroughly right now. Just a little bit more for the next entire hour. Just so we clear that, I'm not the biggest asshole in the universe, and I have to respect the other leader for what they have done. But let's hope we don't cringe too much, because that's happening. I'm gonna be more and more sensitive towards bullshit, basically. I mean, come on. I found a good meme from PewDiePie's video. It was smash or pass. Sell this to slavery. Let's do it. Can we take over this flag as well? Just because it's an event flag? Yes, because I have a plantation of bad flags. This is my flag. So I can do stuff like this and take over. So we're just gonna do a quick party on PewDiePie's grave while we're selling him to slavery. We're literally gonna watch a movie called Pie or Die. I don't know. Maybe both? Maybe Pew? And we choose both because that's the quickest, Pew that we can do. Either Die or Pie, right? So, I mean, after all, he is working for YouTube as a slave. He just took the break because, like, I talked to Monica, which is his manager, as a meme, because he never actually created another manager. He just has editors and one manager that was a meme, but it's now a very much so a manager. But he cannot have his manager in his team because, you know, it's kind of weird. It's awkward now. So let's figure out, are we selling this bitch to slavery? See, I have a problem. He sold Jessica Negri to slavery. And, sure, I think he gave Sniper Wolf a fatality. Shit. I can't even get her picture, but whatever. You get the idea. It happened. With Jessica Negri and Tana Mongeau. I don't know, dude. I mean, she did some pretty hot stuff. How can you just throw her into slavery? That's fucking stupid, dude. Oh, that's a creepy smile, too. Yeah. The kinky shit smile. Ugh. Okay, I'll just keep on watching. I'm offended like twice already. Except Negri is not on the list. He's supposed to get on the list eventually. I'll probably now have to start creating a new team of people who are not exactly porn, but are cosplayers. And most of them are, you know, too sexy to show to children, basically. It's fucking creepy. But, it is what it is. They probably deserve their own team separately. And Negri might even qualify. So that's important to understand. He's attacking something that would maybe qualify. Scary, dude. Oh, it's also interesting because it's a smash, dude. It's a smash on Superwoman. Okay, I'll take that. Superwoman can have her point for this one. I don't know who Zoella is. What the hell? Okay, I'm scared. She looks like Gabby Hanna. That's first impression, but also more under control. Which is not good, okay? If you're out of control, you're just trying to be overly sexy. And if that's not happening, what am I even supposed to look at? Monopoly? I wish I could play Candy Monopoly. It's fucking weird. No, I wouldn't care. Okay, let's check her channel then. Cause what? I'm thrown back in this pit hole of like shitty YouTube channels. Where it's like, yeah, I can understand what you're doing and I don't like it at all. Vlogs. Let's give her like, yeah, let's just see how far I'm gonna get. So her viewers get to see her face over and over again. Camera straight up in the face. And it's like, here you go. Vlog material. No. Why did he pass this fucking piece of garbage? What the fuck, dude? Go away. PewDiePie, you don't know nothing. Nothing. Shit, Jenna Marble's still cranking up tons of YouTubers, subscriptions, I guess. What is she doing, though? I have never checked her, by the way. It's insane. I'll literally just pop her in. I shouldn't do that, actually. It's fucking stupid. I literally can't do that. I don't know. She's not even attractive. She's fucking creepy. Kill me, please. No, I really have to escape and do the most popular. And I still don't think I like this. It's like about my dogs. My dog. It's like, is this the throwback YouTube where dogs are popular and cats? Fuck. I don't even want to click on anything. No! Oh my god. Oh my... What the fuck? Just feed yourself to the dogs. Jesus Christ, if you like them so much. Oops, I clicked on another video that sucks. What have you done, PewDiePie? What have you done? Fucking garbage. He will never be able to recoup with any meme in his level of caliber. Nothing, dude. What is he gonna do? I don't know, it's the end of the video. I kind of feel like shit right now. Certainly I have consumed too much YouTube already. I have to chill somewhere else. But, yeah, I just don't know how to feel right now. I'll need to meditate in a different way again. Just what? This whole thing is a mess. It's not like I had a date. I didn't. I just had an insight of how world operates, maybe. I don't even know that much. It's like an insight how good I am, basically. That's what it was. Definitely. Every single time that's the case, because like everyone else is cheating their life through and make you feel bad about stupid things. And the moment lies start breaking down and shattering and the walls start falling apart, like, your life gets better. Not quickly, but it gets better. At least you're not suffocating anymore. It's kind of crazy. So, with that in mind, that's where it ends. I don't even know what this video is anymore. I'm sure I gave plenty of things to think about. And I'll give one last thing that I found. Whatever this is, it's kind of like you go forward in life, but in order to go forward in life, you have to fix 4 things. Which has nothing to do with these 4 things. Rent, jobs, ships, service, whatever. And I'm kind of realizing that the service to other people is gonna pay you a little bit, you know? Service is just being available. It's like babysitter. That is service. That is not a job. It's a completely different thing. Job is something you do regularly. It's just factory work. Okay? You show up regularly. It shouldn't be too strict as it is right now. It's like, well, you show up, you can help, you know, you can work. And essentially you get into a routine of some kind. Tell the manager I'm gonna show up these days or whatever of the week. Because you don't want to know exactly how many day jobs you can handle. You have to figure out later on, after trying. You don't even know how much help or where you're supposed to work. So jobs, being super strict on that shit, they're just stupid. Rent is stupid and jobs are stupid. And rent as a concept is fucking insane. Honestly, it's not a positive concept. You just pay for it. You get something cool, but you have to pay a lot as well. Like, it's not even funny. It's almost like fire and frost. You get really cold in your home, and that's what it is, because the money gets real dry and sucked out. All the heat sucked out real quick, And the job provides heat, but it can also completely destroy you and burn you out. And it's like the moment I started burning, I started smelling. Oh wow, how does that work? Certainly wasn't odor. Bad fucking hygiene, yeah. No, it was me dying, basically. That's what it was. Because I couldn't quickly change my habits to like adapt to the job requirement. The job requirements was insane. And essentially, you know, I had to leave UK. That provided both of these things, but at the same time, not really. Just showed me. Just like I'm seeing right now of what this is. And that I actually can give a service. Even if it's, you know, kind of wacky. And shippy as well. Like, what would it mean for me to be a babysitter for a girl that I like who has a child? What the fuck would that mean? Technically, we're not working together. I'm just helping her. And potentially we can't even be partners either. It's just it's gonna turn into a weird service thing. Into a weird hook. Where I have to throw a hook and I have to hook her up. And the first hook in my life is probably gonna be the best partnership I ever had, you know, someone actually interested in what I am doing, and this basically, someone who will actually listen. It's crazy, because if I hook someone up, I'm like, wait, you actually care, you know, that's crazy. That's already fucking crazy, because hooks are very tough to create, that they're not ignored entirely. All I can do is just freeze and be like, well, if you and you have to like freeze so close to them. You can't just do some bullshit thing, and you have to make it appear as if it's a coincidence that you're passing through and then stopping by, and like, it's so weird. It's so fucking weird. How your expectations kind of break down as well. But I'm still hoping for my expectations not to break. Just like you have jobs and rent, like, you can't just swap them that easily. Just have them. Everyone knows what it is. Except here we have culturally unknown concepts all of a sudden. Something that's so fucking weird. So weird. But that's the cool part, is like, partnership could involve service, but you're not really feeling it as a service. You're feeling it as a constant thing. I don't know. I don't know how I would feel at all. It's just super confusing. Service is more like spice to enter another person's life. That would make sense. While the service, the actual service, you're not actually entering another person's life. You're just serving them, you know? So babysitting is actually very intense thing. Like, you're really invading someone's privacy at that point. That's crazy. I would not. That's just scary, dude. But yeah, it's weird.